My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today we are doing an energy portal reading. We're going to look at how the 1010 portal, or whatever portal that's nearest to this reading, how did it affect your person? How did it affect your connection? How did it affect you? Okay. In the extended, we're going to look at how did the energy portal affect the third party, etc., etc. What's happening in their life. And then we're going to look at your person's next actions in that connection and your person's next actions in your relationship. All right, so let us get into this. And my calendar is now open for November booking. So if you need to have private readings done, clearing services, or if you're interested in any classes, you can check out my website. All right, so let's have a look. Let's look at your persons. Well, let's look at both of you guys, to be honest. Let us look at both of you guys. And we get this one here again. The person who wandered and found a different shepherd. And we talked about, it meant changing your ideologies, changing your life, changing your perception on, I was going to say spirituality, but the word that came was reality, right? So this is kind of breaking out of a mold, a program, okay? Seeing things through the eyes, because we have two third eyes here. Seeing things through the third eye and not through the physical eyes. All right, let's get a significator for your person's energy generally, and then a significator for your energy generally. Your person's energy generally is a messenger, okay? So I think they've been doing a lot of research, right? For some of them, they might even be doing journaling as part of a mental health exercise. But it feels like they have been studying like ancient texts, spiritual books, maybe even self-help books, and somehow it has unlocked some sort of truth in their life and has made them unbound to something that they were previously bound to. So, for example, and especially as I see the book here, it feels like, what do they call them? Or what do they call themselves? Deconstructionist Christians, those that are breaking away from some of the spiritual abuse and religious abuse that may be happening in the churches, but still holding on to that idea of Christ consciousness, right? So breaking out of all the dogma and canon law and the so-called rules, the man-made rules, and believing in the idea of this universal and unconditional love. So that is an example that came to mind when I saw it. So this is your person receiving all sorts of messages from different places, but definitely ethers, and it's really unlocking their consciousness and their view on the world. Whoa. All right. What do you have? You have the rainbow bridge, right? And it feels like leap of faith energy, but is you also getting some kind of spiritual upgrade here? And the reason why you're getting an upgrade is because this is actually a reward. And it's a reward for a job well done and for the closure of a long-standing karmic cycle. So I'll pull a card and see what that karmic cycle is. But we have card number 37 here, right? And 37 reduced to 10, so that is an ending. And then 10 reduced to 1, it is a beginning. But we also see the vibration of 3, which is the Empress, and standing in your power as the Empress, and then using that energy to move forward. Okay, so this is you recognizing your worth and using it to move forward, because wherever you were at, you did not feel appreciated, honored, and loved. Okay, so that's the energy there. So you're taking a chance. You're taking a chance. You don't know what's out there, right? But you're taking a chance because you just know that you deserve better. Okay. Let me pull some cards on these, and then I'll look at you guys' energies for each other. I pre-shuffled this, so I'm just going to give it one shuffle on camera. All right. Spirit, tell us about, underneath the deck here, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And the Two of Pentacles in reverse for me is the end of vacillation. You're no longer going back and forth. You're there, standing solid as the Ace of Pentacles, because you know what you want to do. You know what you want to do. You're not confused. All right, let's see a person. We have here High Priestess in reverse. So for me, that's a truth to be revealed, and it might be a universal truth revealed. And then we have here the Nine of Swords in reverse. So that's what I was telling you about. No longer confused, right? No longer trapped in anxiety. No longer doing all that overthinking, right? It's because you know what you have to do now. You know what your truth is, and you know how to proceed. So this energy that's in you is also reflected back in your person, right? So as you are freeing yourself from a karmic cycle, your person is freeing themselves from somewhere or something or an ideology to which they were bound. Let's see your rainbow bridge. We have here the Seven of Cups, right? So it feels like you were confused. You didn't know what to do. You maybe had several options that you were exploring, but now this is you. What's this? Moving forward, you just know you want to be happy. You want to be happy. So it feels like you're breaking free from a cycle where you were just an option. You were just an option. You're not doing that anymore. You are choosing you, right? So you may have been waiting for somebody to choose you, but you are choosing you because you know that you deserve happiness. And it feels like maybe you were bound to some sort of toxic situation. So just as they were bound, right, to some kind of toxic ideology, you were bound to some sort of dysfunctional situation. We have the devil here, right? Something that you were addicted to, or maybe even someone that you were addicted to. And you are breaking free of that. So it's a jailbreak for both of you guys. It just feels like it's in different things. Now let's look at you guys' energy towards each other. And we have sovereignty, right? And sovereignty is reclaiming your life, reclaiming your soul, and breaking away from anything or anyone that may have tried to control your spirit, right? So this is the energy that's underneath the deck. So this is you guys asserting your power as a divine being. All right, your person's energy towards you. We have realization, okay? And what have they realized? Well, they realized 3, that you are the Empress. So just as you realize that you are the Empress, they are realizing that you are the Empress and that you deserve better than how they may have been treating you before, right? They see as someone mystical. And even here, you're walking through a keyhole. So it feels like their energy towards you, they feel like you... The word that keeps coming is jailbreak. Both of you are breaking free. She's walking through a keyhole here. So they feel like you might be walking away from them, but wherever you're going to, they feel like you're moving into sunshine, to happiness, and you're doing it alone. So they feel like you're leaving them behind, like you've escaped from some sort of prison and you're leaving them behind. You found some sort of key. You've set yourself free. Hey, that rhymes. And you are leaving them behind in the darkness. Because look where she's moving from. She's moving from this void energy into the sun. And they feel like you are leaving them behind. So they realize, what have they realized? That that you are the Empress and you are leaving them behind. And your energy towards your person. We have focus. But what are you focusing on? We have here card number 14, which is temperance. You're focusing on yourself. I see this woman here. She's meditating, right? And what she's focusing on is her spiritual development, her connection to her intuition. So it feels like for you, your focus is not on them. Your energy is not on them. Your energy is on you. That's your energy towards them. You're focusing on you. And it feels like this is what you're meant to be doing. You're meant to be focusing on you. But you care. Because even here, more, because even here, you are drowning in your emotions. Yeah. You are in your feels. You are in your feels. It feels like you are trying to keep yourself stable and balanced, right? But you are in your feels. So I feel for some of you guys, you may be hiding how much you care about this person at this time. Okay? And maybe that's why you're focusing on your spirituality, but you are in your feels. You are. You are. And for some of you, you are trying to keep your head above water and you're drowning in your emotions for your person. Yeah. Now let's ask Spirit. How did the portal affect this connection? I'm changing up some of the questions because I actually kind of changed the reading. Right? How did the portal affect your question? Your connection. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So it feels like, especially for a person, they realize that they would do anything. They would do anything to, well, one, it looks like make you happy. Two, that they're committed to doing their share of the labor in this connection and this relationship. Maybe in the past, you know, if you hadn't worked on this relationship, if you weren't the one reaching out, maybe they wouldn't, right? So you were doing all the labor. But this is them wanting to reciprocate and also make the effort in this connection, right? And you see him here walking through this river, this water here. So this is them being willing to, explore the depth of their emotions. We have, what is this? The player card in reverse, right? The Knight of Wands in reverse, right? So it feels like there's a lot of clarity that you all got from this particular portal, right? And it feels like you guys grew more steadfast in your commitment to each other, but also in your commitment to yourself and working on yourself, because Eight of Pentacles can also talk about working on oneself. We have here the Strength card, right? So both of you guys stepping into your power, right? And reining in maybe any sort of addiction, toxic habits, anything like that, or even reining in people who may have tried to exert their power over you guys. And then we have here Romantic Tarot. It may not feel like it, but this portal actually brought you guys closer to each other. It actually brought you guys closer to each other. It made you guys more resolute, more committed to stand in your power. And it feels like here that both of you guys recognize just how much you guys cared about each other and this relationship. And there's a commitment to work on this connection. How did the portal change how your person felt about the connection? I think you got the answer there though. How did the portal change how your person felt about the connection? We have the Six of Wands. And look, we see this very romantic scene here. Okay. It really motivated them to pursue this connection. I think that it really made them get in touch with their true emotions here, right? And they have a lot of romantic feelings for you that it looks like they were keeping under wraps. We have here the Five of Swords, okay? I think they recognize as well that, they may have sold out this connection or sabotaged this connection to pursue something else in the past. And there's a lot of regret where that is concerned. So it feels like that portal, had them going through a lot of flashbacks about your relationship and what happened in the past. And they realize that they did their best to sabotage this connection, to kill this connection, right? Because it feels like this connection complicated their life. But it's still here. It survived. They did their utmost best to destroy, but it still survived. Emperor in reverse. They also realized that the reason why they sabotage this connection is because they didn't feel good enough and they felt powerless in this relationship. So whilst they may have made it seem like you were the one that was lacking, no. It was them feeling disempowered. It's them not feeling good enough. With this Emperor in reverse here. And they felt like if they continued to pursue this connection, one day you would find out just how powerless and how weak, this is their thinking, and how weak they were. And they'd rather not, and they'd rather you not see them that way. We have the Three of Pentacles. So for a lot of them, as a sabotage's connection, there was some sort of triangulation here, right? They may have found somebody else. There might have been somebody else in the mix, but basically they were using this other person, or maybe even this other thing. For some of you, it may have even been work, in order to be like a kind of buffer so that they don't get too close to you, but it didn't work anyways. It didn't work. What are their current thoughts about you at this time? We have the Six of Swords. So their mind is on reconciliation, right? You guys having a very frank and open conversation. Both of you guys are dressed in blue here at this time. So this is about exchanging truths, okay? And they're hoping that when you guys exchange these truths, that it will bring you guys closer to each other. So what's on their mind is a conversation, a heartfelt conversation, a heart-to-heart conversation for you guys to clear the air. What's on their mind about you at this time? We have the Queen of Wands, right? So they're very drawn to you, magnetized towards you, and they see you as a very powerful being. So what's on their mind about you? They're a little intimidated. But they feel like this is something that they have to do, or they might lose you. What's on their mind about you? It's only the truth, speaking the truth. That's the only thing that's on their mind right now. Speaking the truth, even though this truth may hurt, even though this truth may have the potential to destroy this connection, to cut you very deep, they want to say it. They don't want to have any lies between you guys. They just want to have everything out in the open. We have the Four of Swords. So that you guys can start the healing afresh. That's what I get here. The Four of Swords. So that what's on their mind is healing this connection, getting more connected to you, closer to you, healing whatever rift that might exist between you guys. But they know it is going to be very challenging, because whatever truth they have to share, they think that it is going to hurt you. All right, in the extended, we're going to look at how did it affect the third party or karmic relationship. But if you're not able to join me in the extended, whether on Patreon or on my website, this is Spirit's advice for you at this time. And we have boundaries, right? Where do you need to establish better boundaries, right? So Spirit is saying now is not a time to be this like open sepulchre and have a lot of people, not just this person, a lot of people just accessing your energy willy-nilly. And it's strange that this should come up, because in a lot of the SRT work I did last week and even this week, plenty of people had like energy vampires attached to them. So Spirit is saying this is a time to guard your energy very carefully, especially with this upgrade that we saw here that you're getting, and even here we're seeing the upgrade as well. So Spirit is saying guard your energy very carefully at this time. So I don't feel like it's physical boundaries. It feels like energetic boundaries. And we have yes. Just say yes. But just say yes to what? Just say yes to what, Spirit? I'm not even going to read the card, because I think in this deck, in that booklet, I think it's just yes, 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 or something like that they have for that explanation. Just say yes to what? All right, we got two. Spirit gave us two cards. Say yes to releasing the old and releasing fear. We have a card, number 27, which reduced to 9. And then we have butterflies, right? Which for me represent wind energy. And wind energy is swords, right? So Spirit is saying, say, release. So it's say yes to releasing anxiety, releasing fear, right? and also say yes to the unexpected. So this is the energy of miracles and divine intervention. So this is the energy of allowing and not allowing your fears to sabotage what's coming. And it's so strange, when I was coming out of sleep this morning, that's a very kind of psychic time, I was hearing that Whitney Houston song about don't ever throw your love away. There's a miracle in store. Nothing should matter, not when love flows inside of you. That one. So it feels like the same energy. There's something unexpected that's going to happen. That's what I get there. Love, so that was your reading. I hope that was helpful. Take care.